What is up, you beautiful people out there on the internet? It is I, Michael Shockman, here with a new episode in our Shockman reviews here on the DM Shockman Institute, where today we will be doing another review of a adult beverage. No. Um, in kind of a contrast to some of the other things we've done over the past little bit, we are actually going to be doing one of my favorite inexpensive adult beverages, that being Rainier beer. Now, a little bit, just a tiny little history about Rainier. This is going to be a really quick video, but a little tiny history about Rainier. Way back in the day when they were first founded, they had been founded and were brewed here in the Pacific Northwest. It's named after Rainier Mountain, or Mount Rainier. And over the years, they got some pretty good regional sales, and then eventually they were bought out by Pabst. Now, eventually, and Pabst technically still owns them, but they are brewed, and Pabst is also a majority owner of them is now Miller Brewing Company, and Miller actually does most of the brewing of. As such, Rainier is kind of a regional, kind of an Appalachian, kind of the same way that Yingling is in the Northeast and the East Coast. Rainier is definitely a West Coast and specifically, I think, Pacific Northwest type of thing. Um, Honestly, from my opinion, I would have to say that it is probably my favorite of the inexpensive beers in this area. Because in my area, we've got Rolling Rock, we have Budweiser, we've got Bud Light, several different forms of Bud Light. We have Miller, we've got Coors, we've got all that stuff. And I honestly, for the American beers at the very least, haven't been able to find anything else that compares to Rainier. But you guys didn't come to hear my opinion or see or hear about the history. You came to hear about what it tastes like and to see me drink it. So let's do that, shall we? All right. Take one more. Okay. So right off the bat, on the front of the tongue, on the front of the palate, I get a very kind of moderate, not bold, but very moderate, lemony, kind of zesty and citrusy taste to it. And then it kind of blends into the mid palate where it's kind of a very kind of crackery, kind of weedy kind of taste to it. And then it just fades on the back of the tongue into a very malty kind of finish, a very malty kind of sweetness and pleasant finish. For the flavor profile, I would definitely have to say that it's, as I said before, it's in my opinion, it's my favorite. Both Budweiser Standard has a little bit too much, tastes a little bit too much like malt liquor. It's got a little bit too high of alcohol. It tastes almost exactly the same, except the alcohol is a 0.5% higher in Budweiser. And trust me, in a beer like this, you can taste the alcohol. Bud Light, on the other hand, is a little bit lower on the alcohol as well, but also is also lighter on the flavor. So, just so you're aware, Rainier clocks in ABV wise at, I believe, at a 4.3. Yeah, 4.3 alcohol by volume. And whereas Budweiser clocks in at a 5.0, and I believe that a Bud Light clocks in at 4.2. So it's kind of varying degrees of the same thing, but with Budweiser, trust me, you can taste the extra alcohol, and it can be sometimes a good thing, sometimes not. Um, as my rating, my kind of arbitrary rating for it, on the flavor profile, I'd have to get a 3.5 out of 5, simply because it's not the best, but it's definitely nowhere near the worst. For the um, for the availability, at least in my area, I would have to give it a 4 out of 5 stars, because it is very readily available as long as supplies last. You can find it at pretty much any grocery store, any drugstore, any corner store, gas station, anything like that. It's readily available. And last but not least, there's the overall price if you can find it. And I would have to say that knowing that a 6 pack of 16-ounce cans is about, after tax, about, at least where I am, is about 12.50 a 6 pack, and a 12 pack um, sorry, no, a 12 pack uh, of 12-ounce cans is 12.50 after tax, and a 6 pack of 16-ounce cans is like just under $9. So definitely good for the price. I would highly recommend it if you're looking for a little bit of something to kind of help you with some bubbles and maybe get a little bit of yeasty, sugary goodness in it. So would have to give it a 4.5 out of 5 on the excuse me, on the um on the price. And that rounding up and averaging out brings it to a average score and a total overall score in my for this arbitrary scoring system of 4 stars out of 5. That's 4 beer stars out of 5. Would highly recommend it if you're looking for something that's a decent amount of flavor, not too much alcohol, and good for just kind of sitting by a campfire, not wanting to break the bank to do so, and having a little bit of pizza, maybe some wings, maybe some hot dogs, and just chilling with your friends. Would highly recommend it. Check it out. But always remember, drink responsibly and be safe out there. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed this session. Look forward to more stuff to come soon on the Institute. Hopefully, in this regard, I'm hoping I'm going to be able to do some more things on vaping, maybe some stuff, other things on adult beverages, and possibly some things on food. We'll see. We'll see. But until then, guys, remember as always, I'm Michael Schachman. I've been your host and commentator. Keep it real, keep it safe, keep it healthy, and we'll see you guys again soon in the Institute. Bye bye, guys.